Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Miners taking on the Columbus Caps.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
7 yards, the pickup there. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Kaepernick now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
To throw is Kaepernick. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Kaepernick. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Bell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Caps take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of Fant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Running again with Barkley on second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
This is our time. Our time.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Following the interception, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Miners are an extra point away from evening this one up.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down. Powerful running. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Kaepernick. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Here's Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Kaepernick going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. (7-7) our score after 1. Now Kaepernick again. This is Bell on the dump off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Winston now to throw on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jameis now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Kaepernick. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Kaepernick to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Winston now. That's complete. Okuegbuna.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this one's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. A 1st down throw for Winston. Able to find Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Again, it's Winston. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. A 10-play drive that time, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Caught here by Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 27, Winston. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offside defense.
Are you serious, dog?
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Winston now from the 50. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now Winston. Quick slant here to Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Neville Gallimore drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A give to Bell. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. from the gun on third down. Kaepernick out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Bell. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Again, it's Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Kaepernick.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Kaepernick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 30 on second, can't get away, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Third and long for Winston. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. and Sacramento. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Brown. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
To throw, Kaepernick. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. Kaepernick now on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Funk.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He finds his man, complete. That's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The give is to Bell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Kaepernick going to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Caps have regained the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back, and now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st down, Winston.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Winston.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or 2 short of the crossbar.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.